Your family isn't an accident. It's part of a greater design. Have you ever wondered why you were placed in a family that feels more like a battleground than a sanctuary? The struggles, misunderstandings, and pain might feel like a cruel twist of fate. But what if there's a deeper meaning? Being born into a challenging or toxic family isn't a punishment. It's a profound opportunity. Beneath the hardship lies a hidden wisdom, a chance for your soul to grow, learn, and evolve. Let's uncover the purpose behind the pain and the strength hidden within the struggle. Toxic families often feel like a blazing fire. They burn, leaving marks that are hard to ignore. Yet they also forge something stronger within us. The challenges and conflicts in such families strip away illusions about how life should be, revealing truths that are often uncomfortable but necessary. Just like fire tempers metal, these experiences shape the soul, strengthening it for the challenges it is meant to face. In a way, toxic families become a training ground, pushing individuals to grow, understand, and develop resilience. This is especially true for those who are here to make a difference, often called the chosen ones, tasked with breaking patterns and creating change. Pain within families often runs deep, stretching back through generations. Toxicity is rarely born in isolation. It is passed down like an inheritance, influencing behaviors and dynamics. When someone is born into such a family, it is not random. It is a call to action. These individuals are born to break the cycles that have persisted for years, sometimes even centuries. To heal something, one must first experience it. This is why the pain of a toxic family is not just hardship, it is a purpose in disguise. The challenges force us to look closely at the patterns within ourselves and our relationships. Families act like mirrors, reflecting back the dynamics that need healing. This mirroring is essential for growth, even if it feels overwhelming at times. Breaking free from these cycles requires courage, but it also requires understanding. Toxicity within families can come from unresolved pain, fear, or ignorance, passed down from one generation to the next. When someone recognizes this, they have the power to stop the chain reaction. By working through their own pain, they create a ripple effect, influencing others around them. This work is not easy, but it is meaningful. The scars left by toxic families are not just wounds. They are evidence of battles fought and lessons learned. The purpose of pain in toxic families is often misunderstood. It is easy to see it as a punishment or a burden, but it is more than that. It is a chance to grow stronger, wiser, and more compassionate. Pain pushes us to question things, to look for answers, and to find meaning in situations that feel senseless. It also teaches empathy. Experiencing hardship helps us understand others who are going through similar struggles. This understanding can lead to a greater sense of connection and purpose, turning personal pain into something that benefits others. Toxic families also show us what we need to heal within ourselves. The conflicts and struggles often highlight parts of us that need attention and care. For example, patterns of feeling unworthy or unloved might be brought to the surface. These feelings, though painful, are opportunities to address what has been hidden for too long. By facing these parts of ourselves, we not only heal, but also grow into more whole and authentic versions of who we are. The lessons learned in toxic families are often about boundaries, self-worth, and forgiveness. Setting boundaries can be one of the hardest but most important steps in healing. It teaches us to protect our energy and prioritize our well-being. Learning self-worth often means letting go of the need for approval from those who may never give it. Forgiveness, though difficult, frees us from the weight of anger and resentment, allowing us to move forward. In toxic families, there is also a lesson about compassion. Understanding that hurt people often hurt others can help shift our perspective. It doesn't excuse harmful behavior, but it provides insight into why it happens. This understanding can be the first step in breaking free from the toxic patterns that have held families back for generations. By choosing to respond with kindness and wisdom, instead of repeating harmful cycles, individuals can transform not only their own lives, but also the lives of those around them. Ultimately, toxic families push us toward growth. They challenge us to question, to heal, and to become stronger. While the experience is painful, it is also transformative. Through this process, individuals uncover a deeper sense of purpose, learning to turn their struggles into strengths and their pain into power. When we look at toxic families through the lens of a gift, everything starts to shift. The challenges they bring are not just obstacles. They hold the potential for deep personal transformation. Being part of a toxic family is an opportunity for self-reflection, a chance to understand who we are at the core. It forces us to examine our beliefs, our behaviors, and our responses to life's struggles. This reflection is crucial for healing. It allows us to see the patterns passed down through generations and recognize the wounds that need attention. Many of these wounds have been ignored or masked for years, but when we face them, we can finally begin the healing process. The experience of being in a toxic family can also serve as a platform for personal growth. It pushes us to step outside our comfort zones and confront parts of ourselves we might not want to face. This growth isn't always easy, but it is necessary. These families, though difficult, act as a catalyst for awakening, helping us realize our potential, strengths, and the power we hold to change our lives. Without the hardships, we may never reach the point of transformation, of seeing the truth of who we are and what we can become. However, the path is not without its challenges. Acknowledging the difficulty of being in a toxic family is the first step. It's essential to recognize that the road to healing is not always smooth. It requires strength and resilience to navigate through the pain. There may be times when you feel overwhelmed, unsure if you can continue, but it's important to understand that this is part of the process. Each challenge is an opportunity to grow stronger, even if it doesn't feel like it at the time. Facing rejection and betrayal is one of the hardest parts of dealing with a toxic family. It can feel as if the very people who are supposed to love and support you are the ones causing the most harm. This can lead to feelings of abandonment, isolation, and confusion. Yet, in the midst of these emotions, there is an opportunity to build a stronger sense of self. When you face rejection, it's a chance to understand your worth, independent of others' opinions. Betrayal, though painful, teaches you about trust, boundaries, and the importance of self-respect. Converting pain into purpose is a powerful process. The wounds inflicted by toxic family members are real, but they don't define you. Instead of letting them control your life, you can choose to transform them into something meaningful. Pain has the power to shape us, but we decide how it shapes us. The choice to turn suffering into a source of strength is one of the most empowering decisions you can make. It's not about denying the pain or pretending it doesn't hurt. It's about finding a way to use it to fuel your growth. This process also requires a shift in perspective. Instead of viewing these experiences as punishments, you begin to see them as opportunities for change. Each difficult moment is a chance to learn, grow, and move closer to becoming the person you are meant to be. The gift perspective allows you to reclaim your power, to see that even in the darkest times, there is a lesson that can help you evolve. Toxic families can hold us captive, but they can also set us free. When we recognize the value of the challenges they bring, we start to see the bigger picture. The process of healing from toxic family dynamics is not easy, but it is worthwhile. It teaches us the importance of self-awareness, self-worth, and the ability to turn pain into purpose. Each step on this path helps us build a stronger, more compassionate version of ourselves. The path to healing starts with a few key realizations that can change everything. The first and most important one is that you cannot heal your family, only yourself. Often, we wish we could fix the dynamics in our families, hoping that things would improve if everyone just understood. But the truth is, the only person you have control over is yourself. Focusing on your own healing, growth, and well-being is the most powerful thing you can do. When you transform yourself, your actions, energy, and mindset can shift the environment around you. Personal transformation holds immense power. When you work on yourself, you begin to see life through a different lens. Your perspective changes, and with it, your reactions to the challenges around you. This shift is crucial because it allows you to approach your family dynamics in a new way. Rather than feeling stuck in old patterns, you begin to create new ones. This change in perspective doesn't just help you, it can also help those around you, even if they're not immediately aware of the transformation happening within you. The more you focus on self-work and personal development, the more healing energy you bring to every relationship you have. Breaking free from toxic family patterns requires awareness. The first step is identifying the patterns that keep repeating themselves. These patterns often start early and continue through generations. Recognizing these patterns is key because it allows you to see how they influence your thoughts, feelings, and behaviors. Often, we inherit beliefs that don't serve us, beliefs that were passed down by our parents or grandparents. These inherited beliefs shape the way we view the world and our role in it. By recognizing them, we can start to question their validity and begin to replace them with healthier thoughts. Understanding the dynamics of your family is another crucial part of breaking free. Toxic family dynamics can often feel confusing and overwhelming, but once you understand how each member contributes to the dysfunction, you can begin to step outside of it. This awareness helps you see that family behaviors aren't always personal. They're often the result of unhealed wounds, generational trauma, and unresolved issues. Recognizing this gives you the space to detach emotionally from the dysfunction, allowing you to heal without being caught in the cycle. Healing begins with self-love. Loving yourself is the foundation of everything. It's about accepting who you are, imperfections and all. Self-love isn't just about feeling good in the moment. It's about showing up for yourself, even when life gets tough. It's the belief that you deserve happiness, peace, and respect. With this love as the foundation, you can start to build the other components of healing, such as self-compassion and self-discipline. Self-compassion is essential on this healing path. There will be moments of doubt, frustration, and even sadness. But having compassion for yourself through these times makes all the difference. Healing isn't linear, and it's important to be kind to yourself when things don't go as planned. Self-compassion allows you to face the challenges without being too hard on yourself. It helps you stay focused on the bigger picture, which is your growth and well-being. Self-discipline plays a role in the healing process as well. It's easy to fall back into old habits and thought patterns, especially when family dynamics are challenging. But self-discipline means staying committed to your healing, even when it's tough. It means choosing to focus on your mental and emotional health, setting boundaries, and prioritizing your well-being. Liberation comes when you learn to detach from the toxicity without abandoning your family. Detachment is different from abandonment. Detachment means choosing not to let the dysfunction control your emotions or your actions. It's about setting emotional boundaries so that you're no longer affected by the negativity or chaos. Setting boundaries is a crucial part of this process. Boundaries help you protect your energy and maintain your peace. By learning to say no and standing firm in your decisions, you're giving yourself the space to heal. Living authentically is another key part of liberation. When you stop trying to fit into the mold that your family or society expects, you start living true to yourself. This means making choices that align with your values and beliefs, not the ones imposed on you. It's about honoring your own voice, needs, and desires. Finally, by living authentically and focusing on your healing, you become a mirror for others. Your actions and energy can reflect the possibilities for change, not just for you, but for those around you. Your growth can inspire others to start their own healing path, creating a ripple effect of transformation. The Chosen One's journey begins with a sense of purpose that transcends the pain and challenges of their family dynamics. It's about breaking generational cycles, which often repeat toxic patterns passed down through the years. This role, though difficult, comes with a deeper mission: to stop these cycles and create a different path. The Chosen One has the power to disrupt the chain of dysfunction that can affect families for generations. This power isn't easy to wield, but it is essential for healing, growth, and transformation. By confronting the toxicity in their family, they become the one to break the chain, to stop the patterns from continuing. Transforming suffering into strength is a significant part of the Chosen One's role. Suffering is often viewed as something to avoid or escape, but when used as a tool for personal growth, it can become a source of great strength. The pain experienced within a toxic family can break you down, but it also has the potential to rebuild you into someone stronger, more resilient, and wiser. The Chosen One takes the suffering, transforms it, and uses it to fuel their personal development. This is not about ignoring the pain, but about learning to grow through it, to let it shape you into a more powerful version of yourself. Converting pain into purpose is another central aspect of the Chosen One's path. Pain, though difficult to bear, can serve a greater purpose if we allow it to. Instead of letting it define us in negative ways, we can choose to turn it into something positive. The pain that comes from family wounds can be the fuel for change, both within ourselves and in the way we interact with the world. This conversion of pain into purpose allows the Chosen One to find meaning in even the most difficult circumstances. By transforming personal pain into a force for good, they set an example for others and create a ripple effect of healing that extends far beyond their own life. These changes don't happen in isolation. The higher perspective the Chosen One gains helps them see their family in a new light. Instead of focusing solely on the dysfunction and the hurt, they start to view family members as teachers. Each family member, no matter how toxic their actions may be, plays a role in teaching valuable lessons. These lessons might be about boundaries, self-worth, forgiveness, or compassion. It's through these relationships, though challenging, that the Chosen One learns to grow. Every painful interaction offers an opportunity to learn something important, even if it's difficult to see at the time. Pain, when seen from a higher perspective, is purposeful. It's not random or without meaning. Each painful experience can teach something about who we are, who we want to become, and what we need to heal. For the Chosen One, pain becomes a tool for self-discovery, growth, and eventual healing. It's not about seeking pain, but about recognizing that pain can lead to wisdom and strength. Understanding this transforms the way the Chosen One views the hardships they face. Instead of feeling defeated or overwhelmed, they see pain as an opportunity to evolve, to learn, and to grow stronger. Wounds, instead of being seen as signs of weakness, become wisdom. The scars left by family trauma are not marks of failure, but lessons learned. These wounds carry with them the potential for deep understanding. They offer insight into the complexities of human nature, of love, of pain, and of healing. The chosen one learns to see their wounds as the very things that guide them toward greater wisdom. It's through healing their wounds that they become more in tune with their purpose and their higher self. Transformation is not just a possibility for the chosen one, it is their destiny. They are meant to experience this transformation, to rise above the pain, and use it to fuel a life of purpose and meaning. This transformation is not easy, but it is inevitable. The challenges faced by the chosen one are not meant to break them, but to mold them into someone stronger, wiser, and more connected to their true self. Through this process, they become the person they were always meant to be, fully capable of creating healing and change, not just for themselves, but for others as well. It is important to reaffirm the divine purpose behind being placed in a challenging family. The struggles and pain are not random, but part of a larger divine plan. You are chosen for this path to bring healing, transformation, and a new way of being to your family and to yourself. Acknowledging the importance of this journey is key. You are not alone in your experience. The healing that begins with you has the potential to affect not only your own life, but also the lives of others around you. As you grow, so does the collective healing of the family, and that ripple effect extends into the world. Embrace your role as the chosen one. It's not about perfection or ease, but about recognizing your power to create change, to break free from the past, and to transform pain into something meaningful. You are capable of more than you may realize, and by stepping into this role, you begin to change the energy around you. Your growth will inspire and encourage others, creating a shift that can last for generations. This is your invitation to create a new legacy, one that is not defined by past wounds or toxic patterns, but by love, growth, and healing. It's a chance to set a new course, to lay the foundation for a future where strength, wisdom, and compassion lead the way. Your journey is significant, and it's one that has the power to leave a lasting impact, not only on your family, but on the world as a whole.